Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Second year students, this is our lecture with a new short story that is The Doll's House by Catherine Maxwell. Before starting our lecture, I want you to pay attention that there is another literary work calling The Doll's House, but it is a play, it is not a short story. So if you make any search, please don't mix between these two texts. What our concern is what is the short story Doll's House by Catherine Maxwell. So let's start reading and analyzing this story. That this story is about doll. That is this house is a doll that is represented by whom? By a family to Bernard family, or by a friend to the family to Bernard family. Here in the first paragraph and the first three paragraphs, there are what? There are perfection, or there are description of this object, the doll's house, perfect description of this object, and the reactions of the other characters towards this object. Here the speaker is whom? Is third person narrator, but we don't know what kind of the narrator up to now. Look here, for example, this description, and perhaps the smell of the paint would have gone off by the time it had been taken off. But the smell of the paint was quite enough to make anyone seriously ill. In Aunt Bernard's opinion, even before the second was taken off, and when it was, there stood the doll's house, dark, oily, Spanish green, baked out the bright yellow. It still solid little chimneys glued on to the roof were painted red and white, and the door, gleaming with yellow varnish, was like little slab of toffee. Look here in this paragraph, in these paragraphs actually, there is a precious descriptions for this toy. There is details for the objects of this toy. Also, there is a focus on what? Focus on so this is the narrator, this is what the narrator, how the narrator described this house for us, and I want you students to focus on these first paragraphs, because this is the view of the narrator. In those three paragraphs we are going to discover what kind of narrator do we have. Is it objective, is it omniscient, or is it unreliable? Here now this toy, or this present gift, it is a gift come to this family, and the aunt tell them to put it where? In the garden, because there is a smell of paint. Here the focus on this thing in this toy, there is it is painted presently, as if the narrator wants to wake up our five senses, yani when the reader to focus, or as if wanting to live within the circumstances of this story. Now look to the reaction of the children. This family have three daughters, and look to their reaction. In this paragraph there is a reaction towards this toy. Okay, here what do we have in this paragraph exactly? We have the name of this child, Kezia. Okay, and how she is attracted by the lamp. This lamp, it is an object. I want you to check the meaning of this word. It is an object in this house, but it has a further meaning actually. There is a symbolism behind this meaning, and we know it is the symbolism of the lamp. Okay, the lamp stands in the middle of the dining room, and it is for Kezia, the little girl, the little daughter in this family. She's attracted too much to this object, further than anything. Though there are so many parts of this house, but this lady attracted to the lamp, and we are going to understand why. What is the secret behind this attraction? Okay, and everything as if it is real in this house. The dining room, the kitchen room, the father and the mother. Actually, the doll's house itself, it is a symbol has a symbolic meaning, because we are going to discover that this house is represent to real house, represent to real family, represent to the society, 20th century society. So here the writer Catherine Mansfield choose this object to as a symbol to represent to what is going on in her society. طبعا Catherine Mansfield is an English writer. She is living in New Zealand, and this is a small village in England. And in this village we have there is a mixture of the people. We have highly rich people and we have low class people or poor people. So they enforced to live together. They enforced to communicate with each other because it is a rather small village. So this is the point that we are going to find in this story. Again, the narrators complete his description to the doll's house. Now what do we have? So here we have the word lamp in this paragraph repeated more than one time. So it is a motive forward to focus on the importance of the lamp, to search for the meaning of this object. Okay, even the narrator himself established this idea within our minds, that he said it seems to smile at Kezia. Kezia means what? This lady attracted too much towards the lamp. For her that this lamp means so many things or everything. The best thing in the whole this house is the lamp itself. So from the beginning we discovered that we have the omniscient narrator. We have third person omniscient narrator. Why? Because the narrator himself has a role to establish the idea within our mind. يعني he does not make us free to determine the meaning, to analyze the object. No, he himself have a role in establish his own idea. He imposes his own idea. Here, look here for example how he described the house and how he described the smell of the house. How he described the reaction of Kezia towards the lamp, and what is the meaning of lamp for Kezia. This is why we said that he is an omniscient, third person omniscient narrator. Okay, this present comes to this family, rich family, and I went here to look to the system in this family. We have mother and we have 3 daughters. The mother said that you are not allowed to bring all the students of the pupils in the school at one time, and all of them together. No, you have to bring 2 by 2, and of course not of those of poor family. Only the rich families, the daughters of rich families, you can bring them to see the doll's house. Look here what she said. I'm to tell, said Isabel. طبعا Isabel is the eldest lady, the eldest daughter, and you too can join in after, but I'm to tell first. There was nothing to answer. Isabel was woozy. She was always right, and Lottie and Kezia knew the powers that went with being eldest. Look to those 3 paragraphs. Here, the description goes to whom? To the eldest daughter, Isabel. She is powerful, she is busy, she is strong, she is always the right according to others. But we don't know whether she is really right or not. She is the right. She established herself at the top of the pyramid, among others. She always, as if she take the rules from her mother and apply them. This is the system in the rich families, that the elder son, that is what take the job, take the power over others, and make rules. Yes, take rules from his parents and apply them upon others. This is the system of high class families. Okay, so look to the behavior of this daughter. Actually, I feel sorry for Isabel, because Isabel just followed the rules of her mother only, and her mother make her behaving in such a way. She is rather bright in her behaving with others. Okay, so what she said that they start talking about the doll's house in the school, and you have to follow me, and I'm going to choose who are going to come to see the doll's house in our home. And the other 2 daughters, Lottie and Kezia, keep silent, never object. Okay, and to choose also. This is what we what here in this paragraph focus on what, on the system of what, on the system of these families, how they grow up their children. Okay, this is the point in this paragraph. Now they deliver this information for the students. This in this paragraph, of course, the playtime come and Isabel was surrounded to deliver this information to the students in their schools. And I want you to look to two things. The first thing, the the behavior of Isabel, how she deliver this information for her in a very bright way, and the reaction of others toward her. I mean, other ladies, other pupils in this in this school. Here actually we have they are make something like a circle around her, with their arms around her. Everyone is going to claim that he is a friend to Isabel, because she has something something expensive, something attractive. Here طبعا of course all the students in the school except little Kilvis. Here Kilvis, this is the new family, or this is the two daughters of actually poor family. So all the rich pupils are going to surround her and claiming her that they are their close friends and they lovely friends, but not those two girls, the poor girls. And here طبعا I want to actually this action and reaction reflects what is going on in the society, that people usually surrounded the rich families, rich person only, not poor person, and they are claiming they are they are friends. Here of course we have a false friendship. This reminds us by by Happy Prince and his friendship when he is alive. He is surrounded by too many people, but their friendship is false, because their friendship established on on not real value, on the benefit only, materialistic benefit only. Similarly, similar thing happens with those children. They claim that they are close friends for Isabel and her daughter, just because they are having doll's house, something expensive for them. But it is false friendship. It is not real friendship here. Here, for the fact there is a school, here is going to describe the school. Why the school gathered two groups of peoples or students that are of rich families and poor family. Actually, in this village, there is only one school, so they enforce to go to the same school. I mean, the rich and the poor enforced to go to the same school. Here we have this school. It has a symbolic meaning. There's a symbolism behind the school. It represents for what? It represents for the society itself. Since we have one society, so we enforce to live together, rich alongside with whom? With the poor people. So this school represents to the real life, to the society, that there is a communication between the two, and what kind of a treatment that rich people treat the poor people. There is no any choice for them to go. And we don't have at that time, in 20th century, we don't have schools that are special for the high people. We have schools that are particularly for poor. It is only one school. That's why they enforce to go to it. So here, the choosing of one school is symbolic. The choosing of the doll's house also is symbolic. And we have a further meaning for the lamp itself. So here we have symbolism. Students, the symbol, I want you to focus on these three symbols in this story. Okay, so here what do we have also in this paragraph? Yes, what do we have? Look here, in this paragraph, there were daughter of a spray, hardworking little washerwoman. Here in this paragraph, in this whole paragraph, the narrator is going to tell us the story of the Kilby family. Who is their mother? Who is their father? How they are dressed up? The personality of those sisters. And it seems to me that focus on the description of the narrator. يعني they are that the reactions of others, ladies or students in the peoples in this school, and the reactions of the people towards this family, and even the reactions of whom? The reactions of the narrator. They insult them, they dehumiliate them, they always offend them. They use them as if they were they treat them as if they were non-human, as if they were they were animal. So this is something طبعا real in the society. This school represents what is going on in the society. Yes, we have two groups of people, and the rich people are going to insult the poor people, and this is the fact. This is what is going on in the street, in the everyday life. But even the narrator, it seems to me similar to them, because the description is very harsh. The description, it is there is no sense of human with them. Okay, so here the narrator returned. طبعا they have two daughters, Lil and Alice, and they are very shy, they are very poor, their dress is very simple. It is what is remains of the part of clothes, and make them dress for them. The description is very funny. Their description look to the secret and what screwed up her hand, something even the narrator make fun of them, ridicule them. Okay, here what do we have? Here we have this. They stand, the three daughters of the Barna family stand to tell the others their house, and she's very proud. Isabel, of course, went on telling the carpet. She started to describe the object or the details of this house. She started the carpet and stove, and she completed this description. Look, Kezia, what she said. When she finished, Isabel finished, Kezia said, "You're forgetting the lamp, Isabel." She went to remind her about the lamp, because the lamp is the most important thing for her, but it is not for Isabel, not for others. All the daughters never pay attention to the lamp, but Kezia focused on the lamp. Again, the lamp here is a motive, since it is repeated, and I want you students to search for the meaning of this lamp. Being a motive, so it is meant to focus on the idea that this thing is more attractive thing to Kezia, and this is going to shed light on the personality of this character. We are going to focus also more and more on her reactions towards other situations. Okay, but here this lady attracted to this object. It is also a symbol. I want you students to search on the meaning of this symbol in this story. Okay, the lamp is best of all, cried Kezia. She thought Isabel weren't making half enough of the little lamp, but nobody paid attention. Nobody paid any attention to her speech, because nobody went to pay attention to the meaning of the lamp except Kezia. And we are going to here we return to the TVs that were shown by everybody. Even the teacher had a special voice for them. So the narrator completely describing what happened between among the students of this school, and he returned to comments on the Kilby's daughters, that everybody insult them and shown them, even the teacher who is supposed to be treat all his students equally, supposed to be a source of kindness and respect, but even the teacher had a special voice for them, treat them in another bright way, he mocked them, he make love on them. And here the writer want to pay attention for this. Being teacher, the speech for me and for you, because you are also a teacher in the future. Being teacher, you're supposed to treat your students equally, because human beings are equal. We are, as a human beings, we are equal in this life. So it is for to have special treatment with the students. No, you're supposed to treat them equally, especially if they are the children. because this is going to what? To reflect, to affect our personality badly, actually. So you are responsible as a teacher, we are responsible of reshaping the personality of the students, because personality is also affected by the environment, and we are in the school, we are part of this environment. Students, pay attention to this thing. But this is what happened, that Bernard family, Bernard daughters deliver or describe the doll's house for the students, and Isabel is the speaker, and Isabel is going to choose who is طبعا she choose those students, Amy Cole and Lena Logan, to be the first visitor to their home to see the doll's house. But they have to follow these rules, the instructions of their mother, that they come 2 by 2, of course not to to the dinner or lunch or dinner, or to eat something or to drink something, no, just to go to the garden to see or to watch the doll's house and leave. Look to this harsh system of rules. Actually, this is the upper class families. They grow up their children according to these rules, and they have to apply them, not to violate or break them. These families, they make their children a copy of them, because they themselves brought up according to these rules. They themselves love these rules, and they want their children to follow them without any violence. So here, this is the idea. This is what do we have. And of course, everyone is going to claim that they are close friend to them. This leads us to talk about what? This leads us to talk about the theme of friendship, and everyone claim that Isabel is my friend. This is general truth, that everyone claim that the rich people is our relevant, our people, and طبعا only Kelvis moved away and forgotten. Only those 2 daughters are never allowed to come to this house. Since we may start at this part, and this is the end of this lecture, but we have to comment on what? On this if we talk about the narrator, we have third person omniscient narrator. This narrator is what? Is the one who embodies his own view, is the one who provides a description for the events, or provide us with comments and explanation of the events. Not only convey the information for us, but he provides us with what? With his own comment, his own view, and this is going to affect our own view as a reader, because actually he is as if he is one of the has a role not only to comment, not only to convey, but to establish our view, to determine our understanding for this story, because his treatment, he himself similar to others, his treatment to Kelvis is rather harsh. This is concerning what the third person narrated. Also, we have to focus on the class conflict. Actually, this school is a symbol, the school itself is a symbol for the society, and the conflict that happened in this school among the doll's house, it reflects to the conflict that happens in our everyday life. So here we have class conflict, the theme of class conflict, the theme of what? Conflict between high class and low class. Also, we have to focus on a new idea, a new thing, that is what? The children. Look to the behavior of the children. We have the children represented, of course, by Isabel and others in the school, how they insult the Kelvis family, how they insult or dehumiliate what the daughters of Kelvis, Lil and Alice, how they treat them badly, and focus on the behavior of these children. Is those the children their behavior is right? What is the reason? Of course it is not right. Of course it is wrong. They treat them badly. As a human being, we refuse this. But why they behave in such a way? This is an evil. This is not a good. But what is the source of the evil? Here we have evil inside man. We have to talk about this evil inside man. What is the source of this evil? Is it from outside, or is it born with him? Is the source of the evil from outside, or it is is it, for example, let's take Isabel. What makes Isabel behave in this way? Why she behave in this way? Is this because that she followed the instruction of her mother, يعني the inside outside, or is it because she herself is a bride, she herself has what such kind of wicked personality that she enjoy to treat others in another bad way? I want you students to focus on the character of Isabel and to think more and more about her evil behavior or wicked behavior with of course with poor daughters. And I want you to search about the reason behind her behavior. Is this because what she herself born in this way, or this evil is this evil because of her family? So I want students to pay attention more on this point because it's very very important. Up to now we finished the first part of of this lecture. Okay, students, stop. Thank you very much.